Sees It. I am the woman of the hour, Asia Lee, and this is a very special episode, as all episodes usually are, because it's me, and that's just the bottom line. Before we get started, it's always going to be shop, lay your lips, now and forevermore, just because that's the game. Okay, now that we're all here, I'm just so happy to be here. Y'all really just don't even understand. But now that we're all here, welcome to episode 1 of How We Sees It, where we talk love, light, motivation, spirituality, real shit, real conversations, hard conversations, uncomfortable conversations, mental healing, mental health conversations. It's gonna be a whole lot of everything, and I'm gonna have a lot of different people on it, friends, a lot of people that I see are up and coming that I just want to talk about their journey, their struggle, the ups and the downs, to keep people motivated. This is what this show is for. Motivational use only, okay? Even on shady episodes, we're gonna still keep it motivational. We're gonna still leave with something positive. When people do dumb shit, we're gonna try to make sure that we're not those people, okay? That's what we're here to do. So, for me, I'm just excited because y'all know this is like my therapy. And for me to finally have the visual and everything just looking so good, everything including me, I'm just happy to be here. I want to start off with where How We Sees It started. How We Sees It started in 2019. And, you know, everybody is always telling me, oh, you need a show, this, that, and the third. And I agree. I absolutely agree. So I was like, listen, you know what I'm gonna do? I have to create something of my own. And then I started my little YouTube channel, and I would put out little videos, making little funny stuff, and stuff was busting here, there. But it just wasn't the structure that I wanted. Everything in God's timing, this we all know. Everything in God's timing. So, you know, you still have to start somewhere. When you're doing things, you still have to start somewhere. You have to wait on God in the right time, because everything here now feels right. It feels good. But you still have to start somewhere. So it's like faith without works is dead. We know that. You can't have faith to want something and don't put in the work. The moral of the story is faith without works is dead. So this is the faith and this is the works coming alive, that I'm going to create what I want for myself. I want a talk show. So many people think that I should and have manifested that for me. So I'm going to manifest it in real time. Okay? So, again, welcome to the wonderful world of How We Sees It. And this is just a place of happiness and for us all to just be free to be ourselves. So I started with the YouTube channel. It was cool. And I just wanted to change everything up. I stopped for a long time. So, you know, I'm gonna still be checking myself when I'm recording, because that's just what I do. Okay, y'all? Like, at the end of the day, this show is really to be real. That's just the bottom line. It's really to be real. And I'm not going to pressure myself to make everything oh so perfect. I think things that are uncut and raw is what makes things more authentic and fun to watch. So that's what we're going to be doing here, okay? That's my favorite part as well, guys. The best thing about being a creator of anything, it's yours. It's yours, Father Z voice. It's yours. So you can do absolutely whatever it is that you want to do with it. Mess up, get it right, mess up again. Like, it's your shit to do whatever you want. That's the bottom line. That's what I love about it here. So we're gonna be real raw, uncut, doing what we want to do. Back in the day when I was making How We Sees episode, I definitely made an episode about, you know, being a BBW and loving your body and the skin that you're in. And baby, honey, sweet tea, it's the tea. This right here is the tea. So, you know, that is going to be enhanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the episodes that we're making for women to love themselves, and for us to get into those deep conversations of like LIZZO and what we deem as over-sexualized. And I'm just jumping right in, and I didn't even plan to do so, but I'm just going to, because that's what I'm going to do and that's what I want to do. when you really think about it, and the way that Lizzo does the things that she does sometimes, it is a lot. I would not lie and be like, oh, I'm never taken aback by any of the things that she does. Yes, sometimes it's a lot. Would I do them myself? No. But what I do appreciate is the representation, because women like Megan can be naked and twerking with the knees and it's drooled over. And don't let it just be drooled over behind closed door when they come for full-figured women. Period, point blank. So the world that we're living in today, I'm just so happy about how free women are to just be beautiful no matter what size they are. There are a lot of influences to want to change your body, and I mean, I have them myself. At the end of the day, I still feel like a BBL would be lit, right? But I'm just saying, I just understand that God didn't want me to have the fattest ass in the world. He wanted me to work with the cupcake that I have, because look how I act now. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think it would be appropriate, but I still be struggling with it back and forth in my mind. I'm not gonna lie, especially lately. Like, the way my body coming in the way I want it to is like, I don't know if I got time to just keep working on it in the gym. If somebody pay for it, let me if somebody pay for it, I'm getting one, okay? Anyway, okay, that was not the point. The point is that we're here for self-love and women just loving who they are and being comfortable in their bodies and being free to love themselves, being free to feel beautiful. And that's why I love Lizzo. And being free. If she want to be naked with her rolls all over the place, let her do her. Period, point blank. The representation needs to be there. Shit, I'm about to jump real quick too, because I never had an episode about this, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have an episode to just talk deeper about it with some of my friends that may be in the LGBT community. But it made me think about just me talking about representation, and it's just about the fact that there was debates and memes online just about, you know, the kids seeing gay things or gay couples and stuff like cartoons, and how inappropriate it is, and just forcing it down the throats of the kids. And I feel like at a point that I kind of like agreed with that, and I felt like, you know, the kids don't need to, on one hand, I'm like, the kids don't need to see certain things in TV shows and cartoons. It should be innocent. But I agree with the fact that kids are forced to see heterosexual relationships all the time in TV shows. And I made an episode before, I remember, and I would give myself this credit, that nothing like that should be in any of the shows. Let the kids just watch the damn TV. Let the shows just be about the things that kids really go through. Not couples and mom and dads and boyfriends and girlfriends and things like that. You know, I mean, not mom and dad, just because it's like, that's a real thing. But then it is a real thing to have two moms. And it is a real thing to have two dads. So I just feel like we all have to get to a place in this world where we're just comfortable with being real with kids, and not being biased because of what we are. Not being biased and saying, oh, you don't want to see homosexual things in the shows, but you don't mind seeing heterosexual women and men kiss. And that still starts sexual behaviors in kids regardless. So I definitely wholeheartedly agree with the fact that, yeah, no, kids are not going to just be influenced by what they watch, because kids are influenced by heterosexual situations at all times growing up, and they still grow up and decide to be gay. So it's not like that influenced them so much more to not be gay, you know. That's just my take on it. And yeah, I definitely changed my mind on that, because I used to be like, yeah, the kids don't need to be seeing that, but the kids don't need to be seeing anything boyfriend, girlfriend, over-sexualized, period. Whether it's homosexual, heterosexual, whatever. It's all about representation. But I do agree that homosexuality should be represented, because it's real. You know, it's like, how do you leave people out of the world? And I do agree with that. It's like, but again, on all levels, homosexual or heterosexual, it shouldn't be over-sexualized to kids. And I'm talking about even with having boyfriends in the shows. No, go to school, make the shows about playing hopscotch, going to school, getting your education, and that's it. Not growing up and having boyfriends in high school, because that's grown. That's grown. I'm just saying. Because in high school, Them the influences that we didn't need to see. We should have just been watching shows that was about math problems. Instead, we was watching Martin. We was watching Girlfriends. Didn't even know what they was talking about. I rewatch Girlfriends now. I'll be like, they right. Also here, guys, I just want y'all to understand that it's going to be a whole lot of skipping and jumping because that's just what I do. And because I'm so interesting when I speak, y'all go skip and jump back and forth with me, okay? That was just me explaining the journey of all the different topics that, you know, I used to discuss. I also, and I'm going to go back into, besides just, you know, body positivity, defining spirituality is very important to me because it's just like, I made an episode before about cursing Christians, and I'm one of them. Like, I love the Lord. Sometimes even in prayer, I would curse. It's an accident. And the reason how I know that me and God have our own relationship is because afterwards I don't feel completely bad. Like, I know God knows me, and I know God knows that I was like, oh, I'm bugging real quick, my bad. But he knows that I'm working on the cursing, so it does still come out. Does that have to do with anything? Nothing about my relationship with God. Me cursing any decisions that I make, drinking, having a little Mary Jane here and there. You know, God does not judge any of us on that stuff, guys. I want us to all just be very clear on that. In your relationship, the spiritual connection that you build with a higher power has nothing to do with the decisions that you make in your life with your personal choices. In my opinion, I feel like it's more so about the type of person that you want to be. Do you want to be a good person? And I do. I want to make good decisions. I want to be good to people. I want to be a good person to myself. And so those other things might start falling off. You might drink less because it's doing things to your body. Like, they fall in line. But you don't have to be a certain kind of way to please God. Or to even have a relationship. Forget to please him, because we want to please him in every way. But we're not going to be able to do that. He made us this way. He made us this way. So I don't judge myself so harshly, but I'm so close to God, it's not funny. Every little thing in my life, every little favor, anything that helps me in any kind of way, I take that very seriously. I know it's the Lord. It's not a joke. I'm not playing. Like, God is in my mouth all day long. Pause. Because that's just how me and God get down, okay? So yeah, I want to like make people more comfortable to get in tune with a spiritual power, because a lot of us are lost. A lot of us are lost, men and women, and we don't even know where to start. We talking to our friends that don't have a clue about what the hell they talking about. And I know for myself that when I've been in my darkest times, it's nothing nobody can say, not even my mama, that can make me feel better the way that I feel after you have a conversation with God. And he talks back. He talks back, okay? He definitely does. And it's just like, if you listen close enough, you can hear him. And we know the right things to do in life, and we know who we want to be. And I feel like the closer you draw to God, then the easier that becomes with that. Has to come with us getting out of the fear of feeling like you're not perfect enough to even try a relationship with God. Like, please stop it. Stop thinking you have to do this. Stop. Maybe it's some of them people that you need to stop hanging out with. Maybe you need to be around more like-minded people that are trying to find a spiritual connection with God, but they're not perfect either. I have plenty of friends that we all love going to church. We'll go to church together. We know the songs, everything. And we outside drinking together. We might be smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. But the love and the passion that we have for God is so real. It's not misunderstood that your relationship and your connection is yours alone. Bottom line. And I just feel like I want people in our generation to be more comfortable with that, and the more open that we talk about it. And I just want to know what that means for other people. Like, do you have a spiritual connection? Where do you go when you're going crazy in your mind? To drugs? Because a lot of people do. To alcohol? Because a lot of people do. No, you need to get in some prayer, okay? And I honestly, like I've said before, prayer is not getting on your knees. I don't remember the last time I got on my knees to pray. It was when my parents made me when we were little. We were about 4 or 5 years old, praying on the floor. I don't do that. I think I'm a little traumatized, PTSD, okay? So when I pray, it's just an open conversation. Just, okay, God, I see what you're doing there. And please guide me. Anything that I'm doing, I'm driving on the road, I'm getting ready to get on a plane. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing me to be able to do the things that I love to do. Please keep me safe on the highways and byways. from danger seen and unseen. That's always been a prayer from since a little kid. So danger seen and unseen. That's my favorite part, because that's true. It could not even be you. It could be somebody else on the road that's just stupid, and then you get got. So every little thing that we do, we have to be grateful. Every little move that we make, every time that we go outside and we make it back in the house safely, it is a thing to be thanking the Lord for. Okay, but we're moving on. This is the first episode. I'm trying not to be so long-winded, but you know, I always got a lot to say. They say I need my own show, and I agree. So this is me creating my own show, and let's talk about the fact that we need the subscribers where they need to be. I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to be dropping too many episodes, and we're not doing what we need to do, people. This is us supporting people as Black people. Do what you're told. Let me stop. But no, it's like we support so many other different things, and then it's like pulling teeth to get people to support. But I don't do that. I'm honestly an organic person that whoever's watching, I appreciate, I love, and respect. And whoever's not, go to hell, because you're going to be watching at some point. No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry, because God don't like stuff like that, you know. Okay. I just also, like I always do, just want to continue to motivate everybody. Yeah, I make adjustments while I'm, you know, doing what I'm doing. I'll even put just to make sure everything is looking the way it's supposed to. We are going to continue to keep motivating the people to start businesses, stop working for the YT man, and do some stuff for yourself. Like, this is just a leap of faith for me on my own right here, just trying to start something, and, you know, and I feel good doing it. This is mine. And when we take it to the top, this is where we started, and it's my creation, and it was me investing in myself. It was me believing that I can do something great from nothing. It was me not being lazy and just settling with the fact that, oh, I have a good job, or that, no. I know what I want to do. I want to display my personality. I want to be comfortably in a space to share feelings, emotions, thoughts, other people's talents with the world. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm being the change that I want to see for myself. I'm creating the life that I want for myself. The comfortability of this is how my penthouse is going to look when I'm there. I'm glad it's not on the Wendy Williams shit, because what I don't want to do is ever be messy. You know, even when I have my Shade Room episodes, I'm going to be very mindful of the things that I say. Sometimes I may speak slowly so that I'm thinking about the things that I say, because you only want to say things that are useful and are true, right? That we know to be true. So we want to make sure that we're taking lessons, but we don't want to cut people down. That's not what we're here for. We are here to motivate, uplift, inspire, and push each other forward. Like, I know that there are people that see me that are like, yeah, I want to do something. When it comes to my working out stuff, I motivate people to want to do it. With my lip gloss line, I motivate people to want to start businesses. And I'm going to keep doing that forever. That's what I'm here for. That literally makes me feel good. That literally feeds my spirit and my soul. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking, and I feel like eventually I will figure it out. Somehow I feel like I'm just supposed to be looking at myself, and I'm not upset about that either. So I think that's what we're going to rock with for the rest. But I just want us all to know that as Black people, as people of color in general, even if you're not specifically Black, we don't have to settle for working for the YT man. The YT people have been given certain advantages over us, but that does not mean that has to be our whole entire life story. We can climb from the bottom and get it done. If we start focusing on the right things, like I was talking to one of my scammer friends earlier. Listen, if you're gonna be a scammer, fine, do it. I'm about ready to myself, okay? But with that money, let's make smart decisions. Let's make investments. Let's get into stock. Buy some real estate. All that money y'all playing with, and y'all out here and don't have no real estate, and y'all not investing in y'all community to put people in a better position, and y'all just buying clothes and being cute online and going back to the dirty motherfucking dumps. Sorry. It's true. You know, so that's where I want to be with it. Like, listen, whatever you got to do to get where you need to go, however you get your money, do your thing. We are not judging you. But, you know, make your life better with it. Make sure that it's making more money. Don't just scam and just wait until you get caught. Or even if you don't get caught and you just live a good life of luxury all day long, that's great. That's awesome. But do you want to have some business? Do you want to have a legacy to leave to your kids? Because I do. I want to pass down a whole brand to my kids. Y'all see the Hiltons? Who name is that? That's all of their name. That's it. You're going to think of everybody in the family. That's just the bottom line. So that's the legacy that we're trying to leave behind. How Lee sees it. Just a whole brand of entrepreneurship, a whole brand of motivating and inspiring. That's what the brand is. A motivational influencer, a CEO, entrepreneur, sister, therapist, homie, lover, friend. Okay, girl, I'm telling you, I just be saying stuff. I'm sorry. I just want to say that although it's been 2 years since I first started the first episode of How Lee Sees It, little things like Telfar's story is what's so inspiring me to just start full speed ahead. You know, that young man, it's been 16 years. It says established 2005. 16 years before the real buzz, and hasn't been buzzing in the last year or two. That means you cannot give up on yourself. That means that no matter how it's looking, no matter how many people are watching, no matter how many people are buying, you got to keep going. And that's more, and when I talk to other people, I'm talking to myself. No matter what's going on around you, if you have something in you that you want to do, you have motivation to start something and be somebody, you cannot wait on the rest of the world to see what you see. I see it, okay? I see it clear as day, and it feels good and it feels comfortable. I see it for myself. So why would I wait until other people see it? No, y'all gonna see it as I continue to keep putting it out there and forcing it down your throat. Now Telfar's everywhere. Beyonce done popped up with it, and Telfar said, listen, I'm staying in my bag. This is going to stay the same price because we're not getting cute. That's how the community is going to continue to keep rising. Because we're not getting cute on one another. We're helping each other up to the next level. Now Telfar is probably going to be considered a luxury brand, which to me it is. Anything black is a luxury brand because we started from nothing. So anything that we create is everything, in my opinion. Any clothing line that's out there right now, any girl that's out there doing hair, any hairstylist, any clothing stylist, anybody making food, anybody doing anything, because guess what? That disadvantage that we had 400 years ago, everything they stole from us, we're taking back. And some of us are not just going to say, well, we don't know what to do. Some of us are just going to figure it the fuck out like Harriet did and led them people to freedom. I'm leading my motherfucking self to freedom. I'm leading my people to freedom. Anybody that's listening that wants to be led to freedom in their mind, in their souls. I'm not saying get up and quit your job. I'm saying get up and do something that's dedicated to you, that you care about. Think about ways that you can make money doing things that you love. And I'm not going to stop pulling that through the screen down your throat. Drink it, eat it, love it, repeat. Okay? Start taking some chances on ourselves. Period, point blank. Like, this is called investing in yourself. How Lee Sees It. Love, light, pop culture podcasting. Don't get me twisted. I believe in myself. I believe in the dream. I believe in my capability. I believe in my potential. I believe in my ability to continue to get better. I believe in my ability to continue to influence people in a positive way. And that's all I'm really here for, as I continue to motivate myself and influence myself in a positive way. You heard? So where are we going to now? Sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. But the bottom line is that I just want you guys to know that the bottom line is that we are here together to make our dreams come true, to motivate one another to be who we want to be. Wait on the Lord and don't try to find your validation in other people. Do you, be free, and everything is going to come in its right timing. This is How Lee Sees It. I am Asia Lee. We are just getting started. I thank you for bearing with me, and I'm excited to just continue to keep being here for you. Okay? How Lee Sees It, over and out. Until next time.